Hey guys, got this DRZ 400 here, and somebody looped it and bent the muffler back. You can see it's tacoed somewhat right there. So I'm gonna try to bend it back. And not only that, to fix this plastic here, the plastic came off, and then this plastic was totally up that way, so it's busted. But damage assessment here, so I think it's salvageable. I got some busted plastics here that I'm gonna see if I can throw some Gorilla Glue on there, and then there's a crack right there too that is just barely holding this thing on. Sorry about that background noise. I got my forge going just to create some heat in here. It's cold. Take this plastic off. Right, there we go. Oh man, all right. So I need to get this back up in line with this, and this kind of on the outside of that. But I'm gonna get this taken off here, start gluing that together. So this has to go underneath there. All right, so I know I need to get this plastic off. I'll deal with the tailpipe for the muffler here in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and get, so the plastics come off, some bolts here, 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 and here. So these ones are, these two here are Phillips, and those ones are just bolts. Kind of a look at the damage under there. Again, there's a crack up there. So just gonna remove all those fasteners and pull this off. All right, so I took this panel off too, so I can access this, so that way this can come off of there. So this one here, these are 8mm. Getting those off there and that off there. Get better access for this back one. All right, that did the trick. I'm just gonna pull this off of here. Oh man, all right, so try to repair this. I think I'll clamp it. I'll glue it and clamp it. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, because it's almost impossible to find some angles to clamp this thing up with, so I'm actually gonna drill some holes and cinch it together with zip ties. I'll just kind of take this one at a time. So here's my 2 holes here. Slip the zip tie through there and cinch it up. Maybe it'll take care of that gap there too. Okay, got it cinched down tight. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this off. Yeah, that's gonna work for that too, so I'm gonna fill that joint with glue. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the same thing with this side here. This one won't be so bad, I can almost clamp it. It's not too deformed. There's that side, then I just did a hole right there. I'll cinch that down. Right, if I was in a pinch, I could reinstall it right now. These pieces are tight, but I'm gonna go ahead and, since I got time, I'm gonna go ahead and Gorilla Glue it. I might even run one more zip tie through this one. Just got a little bit of offset there. And I want to tighten that up just a little bit. Yeah, we'll go one more. Got my Gorilla Glue here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there. I'm gonna go ahead and use this for an applicator on there. All down in the joint there. Get it from both sides too. Okay, I've got the glue all on there. Everywhere that it was cracked, I applied glue to it, Gorilla Glue. All around there. Now I'm just gonna let it sit until it's dry. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the second part of the project. So part of when this thing was looped, it bent this thing around. So I'm gonna have to remove this. Hopefully I can bend this baby back around. I might have to heat this up with a torch to get it back straight and get this thing out that way correctly. Okay, I just pulled this off of here. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some torque on this and bend it back. Okay, this piece is actually gonna come into play. I bent this back. It's not perfect, but it's gonna be good enough. I'm gonna drop this down. I'm gonna push it, because I don't want it to come way over this way, because the whole thing's kind of moving this way. So unless I had a torch, for me this is gonna be good enough. It's not flipped up all the way. I'll be able to mount this tailpipe here up to it, the muffler. And so the spacer is gonna go in between. Fits in there, oops, kind of fits in there like that. that piece will butt up to there. So hopefully I can kind of press this back down into place without snapping it anywhere. Okay, I kind of took my chances a little bit on this, and I've bent it basically darn near straight as far as the plane goes. And so I wanted to make sure I didn't crack anything out here and bending it back. So we're looking pretty good. You risk, if you're gonna do this, cold bending it, you risk breaking that. So I recommend heating this up. But everything's looking good, no cracks on there. So go ahead and try to fit that up. All right, I'm stoked. I got this thing back into place. It's not exactly stock, but pretty darn close. And so it's gonna hold just fine for me right there. So I'll go ahead and put the plastic back on. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Got this back plastic. Tried to get it perfectly lined up with the rear tire, but you can see it's just barely off. So anyway, got that back on there, no problem, all glued up. This thing's nice and sturdy. I'm happy with it. I'm ready to go hit the dirt. Just got to put the plastics back on and be good to go. All right, you guys, thanks for watching.